Rogue is directed by M.J. Bassett and stars Megan Fox, Jessica Sutton, Philip Winchester, and Tamir Bujak, just to name a few. And it tells the story of a group of mercenaries hired to rescue a man's daughter who's being held hostage in Africa. Things go extremely wrong and they're forced to go on the run from both mercenaries and a group of really pissed off lions. So let's get right into it. And of course, the first thing everybody is gonna want to know about this movie is Megan Fox any good in it? Now, I for one feel like Megan gets a bad rap. I don't think she's a bad actress per se. I just think she needs to pick her roles a little more carefully. And I also feel like she's got this stigma on her ever since she was in those Transformer movies. To be honest, in rewatching those films, her character is actually a lot more developed, I should say, than the Shia LaBeouf character, who's basically running around like, a screaming toddler for 90 minutes of that film. Whereas she actually has a valid character arc from 1 to 2. But that's a whole other video, and there are people out there who've done this much better than I have. So I'll just leave it at saying that I thought she was good in Jennifer's Body. I liked her in Friends with Benefits. I liked her in Above the Shadows. I thought she was funny in This Is 40. And yes, she's not the greatest actress out there, but I don't think she's as bad as all that. Now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about Rogue. This movie was fun for me. It does definitely feel like a sci-fi movie of the week type thing. No, it's not science fiction, but you guys know what I mean. On weekends, sci-fi would have whatever creature feature, if it's people going up against sharks or alligators. In this case, we have lions being one of the antagonists in this. The movie is definitely a small budget film, but what I did appreciate was the fact that the cast are pretty likable. In the main cast that we're following, the actors do try. You don't get a sense of a lot of cliches here with these characters. Yes, a lot of them, the only purpose is to die. But they do the ones you get to spend time with, the ones you get to really develop, you tend to feel it when they die. You tend to feel some sympathy for them. And there's definitely a sense of seriousness when they're discussing the topic of poaching as well as human trafficking. Both things come up in this film. And I did appreciate that it wasn't just treated as an entertainment sort of thing. There was some weight to what they were trying to get across in terms of how terrible it is that there's such a thing as lion farms where people just take these poor animals and breed them in captivity just so some asshole could come halfway across the world to hunt them down for, no purpose other than to say, I kill a lion. And of course, like I said, the human trafficking element of it. So you wouldn't expect to see that in a movie like this, but they do touch on it and they do take it seriously. And the actors do their best to try and deliver with those serious moments. I appreciated that. Another aspect of this film that I enjoyed and I didn't expect was the comedy. There is a sense of comedy to this, especially delivered by Philip Winchester's character, who most of you might know from Strike Back, like awesome television series Strike Back. He was in, of course, the first, I think it's like 4 seasons of that. And he also popped up in Law and Order SVU. He's really funny here, and like he has some really good moments and some really cool lines and that sort of thing. Now, of course, this is a small budget film, so we do have small budget issues. The CG for the lions is no bueno, guys. It's bad. They do recognize this. Don't get me wrong. They do try to shoot this lion in shadow a lot. There's a lot of night scenes with it. There are some awesome moments as well where they, like I said, they know their weakness. They know it's a special effects. So there are moments like there was a kill that was done in night vision. I thought that looked really good. And it was a pretty smart idea to do it that way, so it looked more realistic. But overall, the less we see the lion, the better, because it's just I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous how bad this lion looks. It's not like Sharknado level bad, but it's not far from that either. And like I said, I think Megan, she handles the role as well as she can. She's not the greatest actress in the world, but I did think she did act like she was invested in what was happening and what she was trying to do and trying to deliver with her character, as opposed to how she came across in Ninja Turtles. You know, like she just did not give a damn about that movie. So overall, guys, would I say watch Rogue? I think, yeah, I think it's a fun, on a weekend, you got nothing to do, you're looking for something mindless to watch, you know. Like I said, it's got some solid moments in it. It's got some likable characters in there, and I would give it a strong 5.5 out of 10. You know, it's an average film. It never bored me, you know, and overall, I give them an A for effort. So 5.5 out of 10. And that's going to be it for Rogue, guys. And by the way, this is Rogue 2020. There are a lot of movies out there with the name Rogue. I think there's actually an alligator film, if I'm remembering correctly, Australian alligator film with the name Rogue as well. So make sure you're looking at the right one. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button, guys. It's really appreciated. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can of course click on my face and it pops up right about there. And you can check out past videos if you feel like it. So until the next one, guys. Bye.